Want a fun way to spend your day? Here at the Kentucky Horse Park, you'll hop in the saddle and be on your way. Whether you are young or simply young at heart, everyone enjoys a trail ride. What will you experience at the Kentucky Horse Park? Plan your visit at kyhorsepark.com.
Captive audience on the outside up.
Discover the best in North American standardbred racing at Woodbine Mohawk Park.
But T-Tric's got the motors.
With the highest daily average purses in North America, racing 5 nights a week. And an industry-leading stakes program, Woodbine Mohawk Park offers the most opportunities to win.
Chris rushes up on the far outside.
Join the growing ranks of owners from all over the globe and race with us at the #1 standardbred racetrack in North America.
Two-year-old Colton Gelding paces on the track for this afternoon's 10th race. It is the third and final division of the Stay Hungry Bluegrass Series, worth over $120,000. No changes in the 10th race. The one is Il Dirt AM, Per Ingblom trains. Mark McDonald wearing the colors of Courant Incorporated. Number 2 is Pirate Hanover. Tony Gadaglia trains for Brad Grant and Steve Heimbecker, Andy McCarthy. 3, Tabuma. Jeff Smith trains for the KJ Dream Stable. Walter Pfister, Greg McDonald and Chuck Grubbs, Trevor Smith in the bike. 4 is Always a Mickey. Nancy Tactor trains for Christina Tactor. Gord Anderberg, Herb Liverman in the Erosion Stables. Dexter Dunn. 5 is Straight Talk. Ron Burke trains for the Burke Racing Stable. William Switala, James Martin, Weaver Brushibby, Matt Kikali at the controls. Number 6, Caviar Lotus. Nancy Tactor trains for the Caviar Farms with Tim Dietrich. 7 is the undefeated Perfect Sting. Joe Holloway trains. Dave Miller aboard for the Brittany Farms and Valdior Farms. The 8 in Blaze Hanover. Ron Burke trains for the Burke Racing Stable. Bridget Jablonski, Jason Melillo, Jerry and Teresa Silva, Perdell and Libby with Joe Bongiorno. At rounding out the field, Summa Cum Laude. Ron Burke trains for the Burke Racing Stable. Phil Cadora, Jerry and Teresa Silva, Perdell and Libby, Weaver Brushibby, Yadik Jingra is in the sulky. That is the field for the upcoming 10th race. A few minutes to wager on race 10.
Our final major stakes event of the afternoon here, race number 10, the Bluegrass Series for the freshman Colts and Geldings. They're going to go for a little over $120,000, and probably the star of the day heading into the action was Perfect Sting, Gabe. He has not lost yet. He's 6 for 6, undefeated. A son of Always Be Mickey out of fellow champion and world record holder She Be Stingin'. He has been awesome up to this point.
Yes, Dave, and I was lucky enough to get a visit from our Senate Majority Leader, Damon Thayer, who's making his way back down. I've been raving to him about Perfect Sting for about the last 5 minutes, so he's headed back down by you shortly to take this race in line. Perfect Sting has just been sensational. You can't say enough nice things about him. He's been so handy. You and I spoke to Dave Miller there last night, and he just could not say enough great things about Perfect Sting as well. A special horse for him, as he, of course, drove Always Be Mickey to the 146 world record. And he also drove the Damn She Be Stingin' to her world record here in Lexington, 147 flat. Hard to believe, Dave, She Be Stingin', that world record back in October 2013. It's hard to believe that it's been that long.
The years go by so fast, but I'll tell you what I took out of that little meeting with Dave last night. When we brought up Perfect Sting, you could just see the gleam in his eyes because he knows what potential he has here with horsepower with that Regal pedigree. Now, I got to talk with Joe Holloway a couple of days ago, and again, thanks, Joe, for the hat. We appreciate that. But Joe told me that this colt is still learning. He hasn't quite figured it all out yet, and that's frightening to me because I know what we've seen from him. We've seen him win on the lead. We've seen him win from off the pace. Joe just feels like the sky is the limit, and if he does win today, you know I'm going to have to ask him that dreaded question, is this one of the best horses you've ever trained? We'll see if he gets to answer that, but credit to the breeders and owners, the Brittany Farms, of course, George Siegel, the Val Dior Farms, Marty Granoff. They could be on to a special performer here.
Yeah, there's no question they are out of a special performer here in my mind. Perfect Sting, again, just the type of horse that you really look forward to seeing in action. I can't wait. He's been so sharp here in Lexington throughout his career. So far, 6-4-6. Perfect Sting. But, Dave, I'm not sure I've ever met a 1-9 shot I did not like. Of course, I like Perfect Sting.
Now, for the gamblers here, because there is gambling going on when there is horse racing, you got to try and hit the exacta or the trifecta or the superfecta. And you and I both landed on the same horse for our cold punch exacta. It's number 4, Always a Mickey, one of 2 in here for Nancy Tactor.
Yeah, and he ran into a world of trouble there last time at the Meadowlands as a big favorite, so you can just disregard that. Prior start made a break in stride. Not sure what happened there, but we know that this is a talented set of Always Be Mickey as well. He's got tactical speed. Tough post in each of his last 2 tries, Dave, but much improved here this afternoon. Post 4, Dexter Dunn at the bike for trainer Nancy Tactor.
I'm looking for a big bounce back out of that particular horse. Now, we can't talk freshman pacing colts and geldings here at the Red Mile without talking about the Burke Brigade. They have 3 chances to get their 3rd winner in here. 5 straight talk, 8 M. Blaze Hanover, and 9 summa cum laude. I would assume by the betting board, number 9 would have the best chance. He ships out here from the Meadowlands after a couple of nice confidence boosters.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is the best starter here from Team Burke. You know, Yannick's going to be aggressive here from the outside post, so I would assume he will leave out, sit close, try and trip out here and finish close.
Unlike his stablemate who won earlier, Southwind Gendry, summa cum laude cost $260,000 at the yearling sale, so a lot more money spent, and they're finally seeing the dividends. Again, that'll be up to Yannick to try to work out some kind of a trip. He did it with the other one, Southwind Gendry, so we'll see what he comes up with here. What else you want to talk about, Gabe? How about number 2, Pirate Hanover here? He has shown promise, but he really has yet to put it all together.
And Dave, that is a colt I wanted to talk about. I thought I was going to slip him under the radar, but I am not. He went off 3-5 in an elimination of the Metro. He was so good in that Champlain stake prior when he closed. You know, he's a bit of a tricky horse to trust. He has made breaks 2 of 4 career starts, but he is loaded with talent. He likes to come from off the pace. I think that's going to play into his hands here. And if Perfect Sting gets away from this field a bit, I thought Pirate Hanover could be one of the horses coming off the back that could rally for a nice piece of this. But unfortunately, Dave, I thought he'd play up there as a double-digit long shot. Right now, he is the co-second choice. That's a bit shocking from here.
Yeah, the odds can get a little skewed sometimes when you have a 1-5 or 1-9 shot, and that could be the case. Still a little bit of betting to be done, about a minute to post, and they roll behind the gate. So our final stakes of the event of day coming up. We will talk to the winning connections afterwards, and let's have it be a good one. Will Perfect Sting remain unbeaten?
Dream Foundation starting 8 moving into position. It's post time for this afternoon's 10th race. Starter called. Third division of the Stay Hungry Bluegrass Series, worth over $120,000. Field of Dawn, they are on gain. And they are off. Always a Mickey sprints out from the center of the track. Straight Talk. Also want to move towards that opening turn with Perfect Sting. Surveying the action, he's floating wide for Miller. Outside Summa Cum Laude. Also looking to mix it up there. 3 wide on the opening turn. Summa Cum Laude moves up and around. Always a Mickey. Perfect Sting settles early in the third spot. Straight Talk was out racing in fourth. Pirate Hanover, he's unheard in the early stages, fifth in front of Vildurton AM. The quarter, Moderate here, just 27-4. Tabuma's out racing in seventh in front of Caviar Lotus. And at the back, Blaze Hanover. As they straighten across the backstretch, and up top, that's Summa Cum Laude. On the point here at 12-1. Now the favorite Perfect Sting gets the green light. So it is Perfect Sting with a backside blitz here as they race towards the half-mile mark. And the undefeated Perfect Sting rolled up and around Summa Cum Laude as the race passed the half in a 55-1, 27-2 in the second quarter. Always a Mickey rides at the inside of third. Straight Talk still giving chase in behind the top trio in fourth. As the field jams up there a bit on the far turn. Perfect Sting shows the way with 3/8 to a race. Always a Mickey is up on the outside now and underway for a done past Summa Cum Laude. Straight Talk is up second over. He's slightly gapping cover in fourth as Pirate Hanover saves ground fifth. Perfect Sting rolls past 3/4 in 123-3. Always a Mickey is up on the outside there applying pressure in second. Summa Cum Laude looks to a peek through late down at the inside third. Pirate Hanover inches in fourth. Perfect Sting maintains a short lead at mid-stretch. Summa Cum Laude is upset-minded up the inside. Perfect Sting here in deep stretch with Summa Cum Laude. Perfect Sting, still perfect. He tacks in the extra point here. 7 for 7 for Perfect Sting. Summa Cum Laude was second. Always a Mickey third. Pirate Hanover fourth in 150. Judges have posted the 7 Perfect Sting at officially first. Second at the 9, Summa Cum Laude. Third at the 4, always a Mickey. Fourth at number 2, Pirate Hanover. 7-9-4-2 at officially the 10th. Returning trackside for the Diamond Creek Farm Winners presentation. Perfect Sting, 7 for 7 to begin his career. Joe Holloway, the trader. Dave Miller, the bank once more. Perfect Sting owned by the Brittany Farms, up for sales at the Valdior Farms of Spring Lake, New Jersey. Perfect Sting, a 2-year-old bay colt. He is from the first crop of the world champion Always Be Mickey from the world champion Bettor's Delight Mare. She Be Stingin'. By a world champion from a world champion. Perfect Sting, bred by the Brittany Farms and Valdior Farms. Once again, 7 for 7 to begin his career. He scores today 150 flat. Greeting the Winning Connections trackside to make the trophy presentation. That is Mark Weaver. Perfect Sting, big favorite. He returns 240, 210, and 210. Second to the 9, Summa Cum Laude, $5, 260. Third of the 4, always a Mickey, 240. Exacta, combination of 7-9, $7.60. The $1 trifecta, 794. Worth $8.50. The pick four this afternoon, $4, $66.50. 20-cent superfecta, $6.28. And the pick three, $23.20. Official rundowns of the 10th race. 1, Il Dirta AM, 7th. Number 2, Pirate Hanover, 4th. 3, Tabuma was 9th. Number 4, Always a Mickey, 3rd. 5, Straight Talk, 6th. 6, Caviar Lotus, 5th. 7, Perfect Sting, the race winner. 8, Emblaze Hanover, 8th. 9, Summa Cum Laude, 2nd. Rechecking at 749, 365. 182, Perfect Sting, 7 for 7. Dave Brower standing by with his trader, Joe Holloway.
Thank you, Gabe Pruitt. In the Diamond Creek Farm Winner's Circle, we do have his trainer, Joe Holloway. And I got to tell you the truth, Gabe, and fans out there, Joe is taking some pretty big, deep breaths here. You get nervous when this guy goes to the gate, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, now listen, we know the story here. You trained his father for the early part of his career. You trained his mother here. Is he just the perfect offspring?
He definitely is. And I said back in about March or April, he's got a potential to be the best horse I've ever had, and I think he is.
Okay, I was going to ask you that a little bit later here, but because that's high praise. I mean, you've had some tremendous champions over the course of your training career. He's still just a 2-year-old, though, so should we hold off on that, or are you going to go forward and say?
But nobody was this advanced at 2. Always Be Mickey wasn't this advanced. Jenna's Beach Boy wasn't. Jenna won, but he's getting there, and like I said, he's still learning. You see, today he needed that. He's only raced a little bit in a month.
I asked Dave on the way out, I said, you had to work a little today, but he's the kind of horse, like you said, that hasn't quite figured it all out yet, but you're proud of the way he dug in.
Yes, he dug in, came 26-2, does what he has to do.
Now, in terms of training a horse that is undefeated, does that add more pressure to you along the way? Because, he's had 7 starts now.
Yeah, well, no, because I already had the pressure to myself. Like you say, I mean, when I was 38 years old when I had Jenna, and I thought they'd come along all the time. I now realize they don't come along that often. So,
all right. We know that George and Marty are not able to be here with us. Any special thank yous to them?
No, well, definitely. Thank them for sending me the horse.
All right. They would love to be here as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Next start next week. Then
Yes.
Breeders' Crown for Perfect Sting.
Yes.
All right. We're wishing you the best of luck. He's been a heck of a horse to watch so far. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.
Caviar Lotus and at the back, Emblaze Hanover as they straighten across the backstretch. Head up top, that's Summa Cum Laude. On the point here at 12-1. Now the favorite, Perfect Sting, gets the green light. So it is Perfect Sting with a backside blitz here as they race towards the half-mile mark. And the undefeated Perfect Sting rolled up at around Summa Cum Laude as the race passed the half in a 55-1, 27-2 in the second quarter. Always a Mickey rides at the inside of 3rd, Straight Talk. Still giving chase and behind the top trio in 4th. As the field jams up there a bit on the far turn. Perfect Sting shows the way with 3/8 to a race. Always a Mickey is up on the outside now and underway for a done past Summa Cum Laude. Straight Talk is up second over. He's slightly gapping cover in fourth as Pirate head over saves ground fifth. Perfect Sting rolls past 3/4 in 1:23 and 3. Always a Mickey is up at the outside there, applying pressure in second. Summa Cum Laude looks to a peek through lane down at the inside third. Pirate head over inches in fourth. Perfect Sting maintains a short lead at mid-stretch. Summa Cum Laude is upset-minded up the inside. Perfect Sting here in deep stretch with Summa Cum Laude. Perfect Sting, still perfect. He tacks in the extra point.
Our passion and our promise to breed the best and sell the best so you can race the best. Crawford Farms, home to this year's 2020 Hamiltonian Filly champion Ramona Hill.
Andrew McCarthy finds today. Ramona Hill takes the Hamiltonian.
And over 100 more stakes-winning broodmares, racehorses, and retirees. They call it the sport of kings. We call it the love of champions. From our farm to the winner's circle, share our passion. Crawford Farms.
Pacers on the track for the roll with Joe. 11th race here to kick off the late pick 3. Post parade sponsored by Always Be Mickey. Sire of a couple of stakes winners this afternoon. Perfect Sting and Southwind Gendry. 11th race sponsored by Post Printing. No changes. What is doing with class? Jimmy Watson trains. Jeremy Bobbitt drives for Trindlin Harris Sr. and Walter Michael Miller. Number 2 is Derby Lady. Tony Avenatti, the treader. He co-owns with Lisa Avenatti. Andy Miller up. 3 is Barefoot and Pregnant. Jim Averett owns and trains. Randy Gerald. 4 is Just Another Mickey. David Brown owns and trains. Mickey Pryor. 5, Always Be Cool. John Ackley trains for the CT Stables. Dave Miller. Number 6 is Sweet Steve. Jamal Denson trains and drives for Ashley Roberts. 7 is Princess Starlet. David Phillips Jr. trains for Ross Rice. Todd McCarthy. At the 8, Gimme Sunshine. Don Brock trains for Mary Brock. Christian Lind at the controls. There's your field for the 11th race. No changes. It does kick off the late pick 3 today. Looking at your changes in the late pick 3. The 12th race, scratch 6, Frontier Muffler. 13th and final race, scratch 7, Avant Garde. Those are your pick 3 changes to close out the day. The 11th race in a few minutes.
Final pick 3 of the day coming up here. Race number 11 here, a non-winners of 1 overnight event. Gabe Pruitt, that was a lot of fun to watch Perfect Sting, but he did have to work today, didn't he?
It really wasn't. It's just a case probably of he's still learning to race day, because when Dave Miller did speak to him there and called upon him, he just responded. You got to see it. So, Perfect Sting, just a colt that we look forward to each and every start. Another tremendous effort. No surprise here today.
I guess we should give a lot of credit, too, to Summa Cum Laude. He was from the Burke Brigade. He made him work. That was a great drive by Yannick.
It was. We talked about it. We thought he'd leave and try and sit close. He got that perfect trip behind him. And as you said, he put him right to the test. That was a good effort from another colt that seems to really be trending in the right direction. Plenty of stakes potential, I think, in the future of Summa Cum Laude as well.
Absolutely. Let's hope we get to see them both in action a week from today. Now, race 11, and this is my first note at the top of my program page, impossible race. You want to agree with that, or do you have a really firm opinion?
Well, I don't think I do have a pretty firm opinion. I think the 5 Always Be Cool is well spotted here. She's a 2-year-old filly, yes, racing against some older horses. She's just been overmatched a bit locally to this point, but we've seen a lot of these horses over and over on the course of the race meet here. It's not an overly difficult field, so I think Always Be Cool, a filly that has just been overmatched. I think she lands in what it looks to be a perfect spot today. So, yes, in fact, I do like this filly quite a bit. 3 to 5, I don't know you're taking a swing against.
Oh, absolutely. When a 2-year-old is racing against older, and it's not all older, but a couple, I take a deep seat. At least this John Ackley trainee for Team Catch the Fire got a decent post. The other 2 starters, they had the outside post. So Dave Miller, of course, hopping aboard here. He'll be happy and ready to go and feeling very positive after that Perfect Sting effort. So I can understand him being favored, but that's a little too low for me. I'm going to take a shot with one of the local horses here, Barefoot and Pregnant, Randy Jarrell, if I'm saying that right. A homebred again for Mr. Jim Averett, daughter of Shadow Play, a Little Brown Jug champion out of Barefoot Beauty. I love the speed tightener effort, and one thing's for sure, he put on quite a display of speed on the backstretch last time. Was the wind blowing that day? Why did he have to go 27-1?
Yeah, I think sometimes the second quarter can just get away from you here as we race sort of downhill on the backstretch. You see that quite regularly, that the second quarter will be as fast or even faster than the first quarter. Look to bottom out the field there. It did take its toll, though. As you mentioned, she was third, but yeah, that's a filly that's raced against those same Kentucky Commonwealth foes as my top choice here, the 5 Always Be Cool. So she is the other filly here with maybe some upside potential. Again, we've seen a lot of these just over and over, and they've yet to break through for a win. So I think if you are trying to beat the favorite, that's a very logical filly to land on. 3 Barefoot and Pregnant. And David, a good price right now, 6-1. Randy Gerald and the bike here for older treader breeder Jim Averett. That is a Pretty generous price.
I'll take it. Now, listen, they thought enough of this filly to send her up to Greg McNair up in Canada, and she raced in some Ontario Sire Stakes division, finishing second one time. So it's almost like a return back to home base. And again, that last start, I think, will set Barefoot and Pregnant up for a good one. We've got a lot of different numbers amongst our top 4 picks. You've got the 2 Derby Lady in there. Big driver change today.
Yeah, just taking a look at that. Tony does a great job, but of course, turning it over to Andy here with the Grand Circuit action in town. You could see maybe her picking up her game a bit. She's yet to board in 6 starts, but she's been okay. So we I think if we got some improvement, perhaps she could be somewhere in the mix. I gave her a bit of a look. You're going to one of the aged veterans here. In fact, the eldest statesman in the group. That's the one Dune with Class Day 5-year-old. I've actually tried him a couple of times over the course of the meet. He's been solid at times. He finally gets some major post relief this afternoon, and he has an experience edge over most of these.
He does, and he has a couple of wins, which not too many of the others can really say. I know he's had 19 starts so far, but I like the versatility. I like the post relief. I like the recently added Lasix, and I think Jeremy Bobbitt's just going to work out a nice stalking inside trip, and if they shake loose, I expect him to kick home.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me whatsoever. Again, he's been close against some non-winners of one-time company here, so if he could work out that good trip, he could certainly be squarely in the mix.
Your 4th slot was number 4, Mickey Pryor aboard Just Another Mickey. David Brown owns and trains here. Recently arrived here in Lexington, had a couple of qualifiers to get used to the track here. That wouldn't shock me either.
Yeah, just an unknown, Dave, and the problem is I know many of the others, so I'm just looking for what could be a wild card in a field here that I've seen many race over and over. He is a fresh face. Sometimes when you get down to the lower levels, non-winners of one, or even the condition claiming ranks, sometimes I'll try a fresh face as opposed to some of the horses that have been kicking around at that level week in, week out. So that was a case in tossing in the 4 Just Another Mickey. Lightly raced 3-year-old, just his 5th career start today.
All right, tough race for the handicappers. Again, it kicks off our final pick 3. You can also play exactas, trifectas, and superfectas. The favorite, David Miller, aboard number 5, Always Be Cool. Odds on right now at 3-5.
And we do remind you, if you are just tuning in or just joining us here today, we have a pick 5 carryover tomorrow afternoon, part of a 15-race program, $5,700 and change in the Pick 5 carryover, $20,000 guaranteed pool. That will be right here tomorrow afternoon, race 2. Dream Foundation starting gate has moved into position. It's post time for the 11th race. Starter call. Post time for the Roll with Joe. Roll with Joe earned over $1.8 million. Stands at the Blue Chip Farms. Sired winners of over $22 million in North America, including Racing Hill as top performer for $1.7 million. 11th race sponsored by Post Printing. Pacers lined up a field of 8 to kick off the late pick 3, and they are on game. At the ball, there goes Princess Starlet spurting out quickly. Down at the inside, Dune with Class. Will protect that inside position as Derby Lady was also way well there and floats wide from a 3rd. Barefoot and Pregnant will take a tuck today. She is 4th in the early stages. As Always Be Cool dives in at the inside of 5th in front of Just Another Mickey, who was out racing 6th. Sweet Steve is next, and at the back, Gimme Sunshine. They work around that opening turn, and Derby Lady looking to sprint clear of Princess Starlet. Those two battled past the opening quarter in 28-4. Now Barefoot and Pregnant is out on the move, and she presses on there on the outside as they race past the 3/8 mark. Dune with Class following all that early action, 4th in front of the big favorite, Always Be Cool. 3 further back to Just Another Mickey. Sweet Steve is next, and Gimme Sunshine is trailed throughout. They race up to the half-mile mark, and Barefoot and Pregnant is taken over the lead. Barefoot and Pregnant here, the second choice, past the half at a solid 56-1, 27-2 in the second quarter. Derby Lady right off the leader from second. Dune Dune with class. Moved to the outside, but is not gaining. Just grinding right now for a bobbin. Princess Starlet pinned out at the inside of fourth. The favorite Always Be Cool still has 5 lengths to make up and needs to get busy as they race towards the top of the stretch. Barefoot and Pregnant. Still the target is Derby Lady. Continues right off the leader second. Dune with class still inching in from a third. Always Be Cool, the favorite. Begins to look 3 wide. They're past 3/4, 125 and 1. Barefoot and Pregnant clinging to a short lead. Derby Lady battles on it between rivals. Far outside, Always Be Cool moves up late. Deep stretch, Always Be Cool racing a bit greenly there. She begins to drift in, but it is Always Be Cool who kicks in here in the late stages. Always Be Cool right past 2 Wedded. Derby Lady was second, tight for third. Dune with class or Give Me Sunshine, 154 and 2. $5,281 has been posted out officially in the 11th race. Returning trackside for the Diamond Creek Farm. Winner's presentation. This is Always Be Cool. John Ackley, the trader for the CT Stables of Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Dave Miller picks up back-to-back wins on the Saturday program. Always Be Cool, a 2-year-old bay filly by Always Be Mickey. The Western Terrier mare Cool Treasure, third winner on the program, sired by Mr. 146, Always Be Mickey. Always Be Cool, bred by Dr. Fred Kruzelnicki of Alberta, Canada. It is her first career win. At the winning effort this afternoon, 154 and 2 for Always Be Cool. Greeting the Wedding Connections trackside. To make the trophy presentation, our own Sandy Hadley. Sandy presents the trophy to the Wedding Connections of Always Be Cool. The race results are official. The price is up. Always Be Cool, big favorite. $260, $210, and $210. Second at the 2 Derby Lady, $4.80 and $4. A third of the 8 Give Me Sunshine, $13. Exact $11.20. The $1 trifecta, $52.40. 20-cent superfecta, $36.68. Official rundowns for the 11th race. Dune with Class 4th. Number 2 Derby Lady 2nd. 3 Barefoot and Pregnant 5th. 4 Just Another Mickey 7th. 5 Always Be Cool the race winner. 6 Sweet Steve 8th. 7 Princess Starlet 6th. At the gate, Give Me Sunshine 3rd. Rechecking, it's 4-2-5, 7-1-8, 6 and 3 on the bottom. Always Be Cool, 154 and 2. 12th race up next, it's the Lather Up, sponsored by Woodland Run Equine Veterinary Facility. Scratch a 6 Frontier Mufflers. We kick off the late double, the 12th race in 11 minutes. Pacers lined up a field of 8 to kick off the late pick 3, and they are on game. At the raw, there goes Princess Starlet spurting out quickly. Down at the inside, Dune with Class. Will protect that inside position as Derby Lady was also way well there and floats wide from a 3rd. Barefoot and Pregnant will take a tuck today. She is 4th in the early stages. As Always Be Cool dives in at the inside of 5th in front of Just Another Mickey, who was out racing 6th. Sweet Steve is next, and at the back, Give Me Sunshine. They work around that opening turn, and Derby Lady looking to sprint clear of Princess Starlet. Those two battled past the opening quarter in 28 and 4. Now Barefoot and Pregnant is out on the move, and she presses on there on the outside as they race past the 3/8 mark. Dune with Class following all that early action 4th in front of the big favorite Always Be Cool. 3 further back to Just Another Mickey. Sweet Steve is next, and Gimme Sunshine is trailed throughout. They race up to the half-mile mark, and Barefoot and Pregnant is taking over the lead. Barefoot and Pregnant here, the second choice, past the half at a solid 56 and 1, 27 and 2 in the second quarter. Derby Lady right off the leader from second. Dune with Class moved to the outside, but is not gaining, just grinding right now for a bobbin. Princess Starlet pinned down at the inside of 4th. The favorite Always Be Cool still has 5 lengths to make up and needs to get busy as they race towards the top of the stretch. Barefoot and Pregnant still the target as Derby Lady continues right off the leader second. Dune with Class still inching in from a 3rd. Always Be Cool the favorite begins to look 3 wide. They're past 3 quarters, 125 and 1. Barefoot and Pregnant clinging to a short lead. Derby Lady battles on in between rivals. Far outside, Always Be Cool moves up late. Deep stretch, Always Be Cool racing a bit greenly there. She begins to drift in, but it is Always Be Cool who kicks in here in the late stages. Always Be Cool right past to Wedded.
By French superstar stallion Love You, out of the greatest trotting mare of all time, Moneymaker. International Money bred full books in both of his initial seasons. His foals are uniformly good size with good length, good bone, and conformation. It's very easy to see the much sought-after European influence of Love You in these foals. Follow up on these impressive crops with a booking to the ultimate Euro-American stallion, International Money, standing at Hanover Shoe Farms.
Harris Hoosier Park invites you to an exclusive opportunity to bid on a 2021 breeding of the top 6 stallions in harness racing as part of the Breeders' Crown Charity Challenge. The breedings will be auctioned off at the 2020 Lexington Select Yearling Sale on October 6th at 6:45 p.m. at the Fazig-Tipton Sales Pavilion. All proceeds of the Breeders' Crown Charity Challenge will be donated to charity. Join us in person or bid online at www.lexingtonselected.com.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1974, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at BigDWeb.com. Most orders shipped that day, or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Fans, your attention, please. A late driver change being announced for the first time. Let's get a late driver change on the program in the 13th and final race to provide Shape of Beauty. The driver will be Josert Fonseca. Josert Fonseca drives 5 Shape of Beauty in the 13th race finale. Pacers on the track for this afternoon's 12th race. Kicks off the late double. It's the Lather Up, sponsored by Woodland Rut Equine Veterinary Facility. What is what? Jimmy Watson trains. Todd McCarthy drives for Wilbert O. Sr. Number 2, Velocity Ruckus. Mark Evers, the treader driver for the Velocity Standardbreds. 3 is Party Whip. John Bootenshane trains. Andy Miller aboard for William Wiswell, Gene Golden, and Eugene Schick. 4 is the Gray Dragon. Kelly O'Donnell trains for the Emerald Highlands Farm with Joe Bongiorno. 5, McFreely. Brian Brown trains. Dave Miller in the bank for Lawrence Lidwin. The 6 is out. Number 7, Captain Video. Tony Alanya trains. Scott Zeron drives for Myron and Stephanie Bells of Riverview Racing, Alanya Racing, and Joseph Descala Jr. And the 8 is Lottery Winner. Nancy Tactor trains and she co-owns the Hatfield Stables. RAW Equine and Joyce McClellan. Josert Fonseca will drive. That's your field for the 12th race. Take out 6 Frontier Muffler. Once again, scratch a 6 Frontier Muffler. A few minutes for race 12.
We kick off the late double here with race number 12. Just 2 to go on this Saturday afternoon in Lexington, Kentucky at the Red Mile here. It's an overnight event, but a little bit of an upper class. 3 to 5-year-old horses and geldings that are non-winners of 4 pari-mutuel races or $50,000 lifetime. Take out the 6 Frontier Muffler. Peering over the betting board in early action, Gabe, number 7, Captain Video, my choice, is the favorite, should be the favorite, and I think he'll have an easy time in here with Scott Zeron.
Yeah, Captain Video, Davey, won that Kentucky Commonwealth final. He's been very good here since arriving in Lexington. For trader Tony Adanya, of course, Myron and Stephanie Bell, co-owners here at the Riverview Racing. We miss Myron and Stephanie. I know you agree with that as well, Dave. Captain Video, though, good win in that Commonwealth final. He is the horse to beat, but you know he's going to be a short price, 6 to 5 on the board. I tried to pull a slight upset here with the second choice.
Okay, you beat me to the punch on the shout-out there. We know they would love to be here, and hopefully we get to see them next year. Every once in a while, Gabe, the conditions of the race just kind of stick one out, and look at Captain Video. Not only has he won more than 4 races, he's won 7, but his current bankroll stands at $49,700. So he fits this condition by a mere $300. So I kind of thought this race might be stealing money for him.
And you and I remember, Dave, last summer there when he first started a baby race at the Meadowlands. This colt we thought had some talent, so it's just taken him a while to blossom, but blossom he has done of late.
You were on number 4, Gray Dragon. Of course, Tim Tetrick on the probably in the car on his way heading up to Dayton for those Dayton Derbies tonight, so you can't drive in these races. So Joe Bongiorno will ably sit in the sulky seat. And I see a couple of names here that he's been facing. Ocean Rock, who tore through the Ohio season. This horse finished 3rd to him twice.
Yeah, he actually was okay. He started there as sort of a fringe player on the Ohio Sire Stakes earlier this summer. But he gave a nice account of himself, and even past Ocean Rock, Dave, that was a deep group. Ocean Rock certainly not the only top performer there in the state of Ohio. You had Elver Hanover, Stanford Court. I mean, those are just 3 extremely nice colts. I know he's an Ohio Sire instead of Dragon again, but that Ohio program is really leaping up, and I'm excited to see Ocean Rock tackle older foes tonight at Dayton. I know you and I both looking forward to watching that a bit later on. But Gray Dragon, I thought he would be the second choice. That's why I decided to give him a swing here. I thought clearly these 2 colts stood out at this spot, that being the 4 and 7. I thought the 4 would offer a bit better price. Currently is at 5-2.
You used one that I didn't. That would be number 5, McFreely. We get to see Brian Brown here in action. He and his wife, Jennifer, I think got into town last night and had dinner over at the Merrick Inn. Always one of their favorite spots, so we hope they enjoyed. McFreely, the Delaware thing didn't work out because he was chasing an absolute standout in Elver Hanover, who controlled that race from flagfall to finish, so there was no way he could make up some ground. What's Dave Miller going to do with him today?
Good question. Good question. I thought he might leave here and try and get some position. I like this guy quite a bit. Yes, it was just non-winners of 2 company at Saturday, but this guy originally caught my eye. He came in from Canada with us at Saturday. He raced in one of those Buckeye Stallion series, and he had a lot of late pace there. A pretty good field. Opportunity Hanover that night was dropping out of the Top Shelf Sire Stakes. He was a big long shot, but loved him back at that non-winners of 2. The next couple of starts, he just crushed in both of those, as handy as you could possibly win. And as you said last time, he had a tough post there. Elver Hanover just controlled things on the front. Really never got involved. You know how hard that can be when you get away last at Delaware. That was just the assignment there for McFreely. So I thought we'd make it a bit of a bounce-back effort. I've really liked this guy since he did arrive in Ohio for trainer Brian Brown.
One other that's got a chance that is provided if he can overcome the post would be number 8 from post 7 lottery winner. Josert Fonseca is going to inherit the assignment here, but I'm a little worried about this guy at the start. He could be a little touchy.
You know, he was just okay. I thought he would be a little better finishing last time, Dave. 26-1. Yeah, I know it looks great on paper, and perhaps I am being a little too hard on him, but he sat last there in that 6-horse Commonwealth final. He had clearance late. He just even. I thought he would be one of the top colts in that Commonwealth Series. He was coming off a break in stride, so maybe that's why he was handled a bit more conservatively than we expected. So, yes, outside post will have his work cut out, but a good price here, 6-1 on lottery winner. He was just 5-2 last out in that Commonwealth final.
Gabe, I've waited all day to hear you pronounce the name of number 1. Please give it to me again.
He's been tormenting me all season here in Lexington, Dave. That's what? So hopefully we'll work a few more of those in here as we get set for race 12.
You said that flawlessly. Nice job, sir. All right. Late double time here this Saturday afternoon here. 20-cent superfectas, exactas, and trifectas. Field of 7 getting ready to go to the gate in 1 minute.
It is the Lather Up here. Lather Up, the co-fastest standardbred of all time, recently moved to Sugar Valley Farm, the state of Ohio. So plenty of Ohio sire colts in this field, but Lather Up, co-fastest horse on the planet. Joins Joe McLeod and the crew up at Sugar Valley Farm. That Ohio breeding program continues to gain steam and traction. Sponsored by Woodland Run Equine Veterinary Facility. Dr. Rick Mather. Get that practice back in 1980. Now 8 full-time veterinarians, part of the Woodland Run Equine Veterinary Facility. 35 stalls there in that hospital facility. Woodland Run, one of our perennial sponsors here at Lexington. It is post time for the 12th race. Starter call. Pacers lined up the 12th race, kicks off the late double. It's the lather up, scratched down to a field of 7. They are on gate. And they're off. A nice start with a host of early speedsters. Velocity Ruckus making his presence felt towards the inside. Party whips out well next door, and Gray Dragon goes sprinting out from the center of the track as they rolled into that opening turn. Party Whip outfoots Velocity Ruckus onto the turn. Gray Dragon continues wide there. It's Captain Video. We'll dive in the 4th spot in the early stages. McFreely come out racing in a 5th. What? He's down at the inside of 6th. This lottery winners caught wide past the quarter. Quick clip here, 26-3. And the Gray Dragon on the business end of that opening quarter. He's up top as Bongiorno looks to it. Tapping the brakes here with the 2nd choice. Party Whip tracking tightly 2nd. Velocity Ruckus at the inside 3rd is Captain Video. Is underway and on the move of the outside. McFreely looks to a track up. He is 5th in front of what? At last, still lottery winner. They race up to the half-mile mark. Captain Video and Gray Dragon, the 2 favorites. Trey Jabs are past a half here in 54-4. Captain Video trying to work clear of Gray Dragon, who is a bit stubborn down at the inside. McFreely inching it up at the outside 3rd with 3/8 to go. Party Whip hangs in 4th. He's bottled up with nowhere to pace. What? Is up at the outside 5th. He's still got 6 lengths to make up in front of a lottery winner who's stacked up at the back. Velocity Ruckus saves ground. The favorites continue to do battle here. Gray Dragon and Captain Video. They match strides off 3/4, 122-1. Gray Dragon tries to fight back down at the inside. Captain Video continues to bear down in the center. McFreely looks to a thread through rivals late. 3 across the track as they reach mid-stretch. Captain Video maintains a short lead. McFreely shoots through down the center late for Miller. Gray Dragon battles on down at the inside, but it's McFreely late on the scene to win it. McFreely up in time. Tied for the place between Gray Dragon and Captain Video. Velocity Ruckus was 4th in 150. Returning trackside for the Diamond Creek Farm Winners presentation, this is McFreely. As we wait the results to be posted here for the 12th race. Brian Brown, the treader. Dave Miller picks up his 3rd consecutive win on the Saturday program. This one for Lawrence Litwin of Quebec, Canada. 3 of his last 4 for McFreely. 3-year-old Gathered Southern Picardo from the Western Ideal mare Free and Easy. It is McFreely who scores here, a homebred for the Litwin Racing Team of Quebec. 4th of the season, 6th overall for McFreely. Career best clocking this afternoon, 150 for McFreely. And greeting the Winter Connections trackside to make the trophy presentation. That is Joe McLeod of Sugar Valley Farms. Of course, home of the Lather Up. Go fastest standardbred of all time. Now stands in the Buckeye State at Sugar Valley Farms. And Joe McLeod trackside to greet the Winter Connections of McFreely. Tight photo here for the 12th for the place. Again, the tight photo here for place. Hold on tickets, race 12. Freely here, 15-1 in the 12th. Fans, your attention, please. We have a dead heat for place. Dead heat for place between 4 Grey Dragon and the 7 Captain Video. It's a dead heat for place. Let's get a dead heat for the place between the 4 Grey Dragon, the 7 Captain Video, 5 McFreely on top. Dead heat with the 2 favorites for second. The 12th race results are now official. McFreely springs the upset. It returns $33, $460, $360. Dead heat 4 place. Grey Dragon 210 and 220. Captain Video 210 and 210. Exacta 5-7 was worth $50.80. The Exacta 5-4 was $58.20. The $1 trifecta, 5, 4, 7, $86 and a dime. The $1 trifecta, 5, 7, 4, $76.70. 20-cent super, 5, 4, 7, 2, $25.86. 20-cent super, 5, 7, 4, 2, $27.32. Official rundown for the 12th race. Whoa, 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 what? Was 5th. Number 2, Velocity Ruckus, 4th. 3, Party Whip, 7th. 4, Gray Dragon finished 2nd in a dead heat. 5, McFreely, your winner. 6, Frontier Muffler Scratch. 7, Captain Video, 2nd in a dead heat. The 8, Lottery winner was 6th. Rechecking top dead, it's 5, 4, 7, 2 dead, 1 scratch, 2 dead, and 6 on the bottom. McFreely in the 12th. Just one to go in the 13th and final. We close it out with the Shake It Carry, sponsored by Harris Hoosier Park Racing and Casino. Scratch 7, Avant-Garde. Take out the 7th, the upcoming 13th race. Driver change on the 5, Shape of Beauty, to Josert Fonseca. Josert Fonseca will drive the 5, Shape of Beauty in the finale. It's in 10 minutes. Pacers line up the 12th race, kicks off the late double. It's the Lather Up, scratched down to a field of 7. They are on gate. And they're off. A nice start with a host of early speedsters. Velocity Ruckus making his presence felt towards the inside. Party Whips out well next door. And Gray Dragon goes sprinting out from the center of the track as they rolled into that opening turn. Party Whip outputs Velocity Ruckus out of the turn. Gray Dragon continues wide there. It's Captain Video will dive in the 4th spot in the early stages. McFreely come out racing in a 5th. Whoa, 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 what? He's down at the inside of 6th. His Lottery Winners caught wide past the quarter. Quick clip here, 26-3. And the Gray Dragon on the business end of that opening quarter. He's up top as Bongiorno looks to it. Tapping the brakes here with the 2nd choice. Party Whip tracking tightly 2nd. Velocity Ruckus at the inside 3rd is Captain Video. Is underway and on the move of the outside. McFreely looks to track up. He is 5th in front of whoa, 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 what? At last, still Lottery winner. They race up to the half-mile mark. Captain Video and Gray Dragon, the 2 favorites. Trade jabs are past the half here in 54-4. Captain Video trying to work clear of Gray Dragon, who is a bit stubborn down at the inside. McFreely inching it up at the outside 3rd with 3/8 to go. Party Whip hangs in 4th. He's bottled up with nowhere to pace. Whoa, 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 what? Is up at the outside 5th. He's still got 6 lengths to make up in front of a Lottery winner who's stacked up at the back. Velocity Ruckus saves ground. The favorites continue to do battle here. Gray Dragon and Captain Video. They match strides off 3/4, 122-1. Gray Dragon tries to fight back down at the inside. Captain Video continues to bear down in the center. McFreely looks to a thread through rivals late. 3 across the track as they reach mid-stretch. Captain Video maintains a short lead. McFreely shoots through down the center late for Miller. Gray Dragon battles on down at the inside, but it's McFreely late on the scene to win it.
Best Bet Stables owners Eric Cherry and Dana Parm are excited to offer the harness racing industry impeccably bred weanlings and yearlings with a whole new concept on selling. All foals are for sale. Best Bet Stables is breeding some of the best bloodlines in harness racing. Their new satisfaction guaranteed concept to selling offers assurance that you are purchasing quality. Let Best Bet Stables be your best bet for success.
Lindwood Farm, a premier standard bred breeding and stallion facility located in scenic western Pennsylvania, just a short drive from the Meadows Racetrack. Established in 1970 by Ann and Logan Dickerson, our facility offers stallion, mare, and foaling services, along with the occasional turnout and rehabilitation. If you're looking to participate in the Pennsylvania Breeders Program, contact us today. Lindwood Farm, setting the standard.
The Breeders' Crown, presented by the Liebfeld Cats Breeding Partnership, is harness racing's richest and most prestigious championship event, with $6 million in purses over 2 nights. Tune in on October 30th and 31st to watch and wager on the 37th edition of the Breeders' Crown. Live from Harrah's Hoosier Park Racing and Casino. First post is 6 p.m. Eastern Time, both nights. Visit harrahshoosierpark.com for a live stream, a complimentary race program, and more information on ticket availability. The 2020 Breeders' Crown will be a ticketed-only event held in a reduced capacity format. Visit harrahshoosierpark.com for more info.
Our track bugler, Alex Sausfield, brings him on the track for the 13th and a final to close out the day. It's a shake and carry. Sponsored by Harrah's Hoosier Park Racing and Casino. Super High Five wagering. What is Impressive Hill? Dwayne Motter trains and drives. For Jordan DeRue, Bruce Soulsby, Alan Weissenberg, and Gilbert Short. Number 2 is Spit and Vinegar. Bob Stewart trains for Steve Stewart, Charlie Doris. 3, Caracas B. Tony Abanya trains. Todd McCarthy drives. The MB Susie is Stabled Incorporated. 4 is Spring Dreams. Led Ziscato trains for the Brittany Farms. Scott Zeron. 5, Shape of Beauty. Nancy Tactor trains for Al Liebfeld Marvin Katz. Make the driver Josert Fonseca. 6, Gold Stones. Perry Ingblom trains for Bob Key. Casper Fogel drives. The 7 is out. 8, Gotta Believe. Julie Miller trains. Andy Miller drives for the Andy Miller stable. Thompson Sisters Racing stable and the Let It Ride stables. Number 9 is Creedom. Domenico Cecchine trains. Mark McDonald in the bike for Great Horse. And 10, the sun rises again. Jonas Searteson trains for the Constance Racing stable. Joe Bongiorno. Between the wheels. That's your field for the 13th race. Scratch 7, Avant-Garde. Take out the 7. Josert Fonseca drives 5, Shape of Beauty. Those are your changes. Super High five wagerman to close out the day in race 13.
As they go down the backstretch in the Preakness, the third jewel of Thoroughbred Racing's Triple Crown, Gabe Pruitt. We've got one more left here, and it is our Super High Five, the 20-cent ticket, low takeout, carryover possibilities. Scratch number 7, Avant Garde in here. My Mini Miracle was also a scratch, so that moved in Shape of Beauty to the race. You and I both saw this as, kind of a two-horse race between the 1 and the 4. I'll let you make your case for Impressive Hill first.
Well, I think Impressive Hill just needs to stay trotting. Very talented daughter of Muscle Hill. Made a break in stride there in the final. She went off 3-1, Dave, in that group. That was a good group. Lady Chaos, of course, a winner. You had Darlene Hanover in there as well. So Impressive Hill, a winner in the prior leg of the Kentucky Sire Stakes, 53-4, home 27-1. She draws an overnight company here this afternoon as we get set to close out the day. And I gave her the slight edge here in the finale. Good finish in the Preakness there, by the way.
I'm
Dave.
watching, yeah. Swiss Skydiver, the filly, against Authentic, the Derby winner. So we're going to actually hold for about 2 or 3 seconds to see who wins this stretch battle.
You're behind me. It's over.
Oh, well.
I still can't.
Don't tell me.
I still can't tell you who won, though. It was very tight.
Swiss Skydiver inside won the photo. She beats the boys. Wow, what a game effort there in Thoroughbred Racing's Triple Crown. Well, back to the 13th here at the Red Mile today. Spring Dreams was my pick. I want to give him, her, a little bit of an edge. It's always difficult to play 2-year-olds in situations like this, but I like the post relief. I like her start 2 back in that leg of the Kentucky Sire Stakes. She's looking for a little bit of revenge on Impressive Hill, and I think Scott Zeron can provide it.
And talented filly, daughter of Donato Hanover, was looking for that elusive first win, but as you mentioned, she's been tackling stakes company, and she was on the board in the opening 3 legs of the Kentucky Sire Stakes Day, so she's given a nice account of herself here locally to this point. Of course, you must respect all of the connections here. Spring Dreams is certainly a logical contender. Merits a long look here in the finale up there right down 7-2.
You gave some good love to number 5, Shape of Beauty. Again, she scratches into this spot, vacated by My Mini Miracle. And, of course, Al Libfeld and Marvin Katz, they've been such tremendous partners and breeders and owners and supporters of the game. And please don't forget to support them with that Breeding for a Cause event over at Fasig-Tipton on Tuesday night. Looking to buy some of those stallion shares that you just can't get your hands on. Shape of Beauty, Dave Miller sticking around here. She's been consistent and she has speed.
Dave Miller actually not sticking around. Yeah, he's on the road up to Dayton. We're going to watch that. So that was a late change. Joseph Fonseca, note that. But this filly finished up very well last time, 27-2. I just really liked that effort in that Commonwealth final, Dave. I think she's a filly that may be trending in the right direction. Lightly raced, just the 5th start of her career today. She's up there at 5-1. Dave, was that you in the Preakness, 11-1 on Swiss Skydiver?
No, that would not have been me. I didn't make a bet on the race today, but I would not have selected her in that spot. So I saved a little bit of dinner money for us. Maybe we can get something to eat.
I was hoping someone would carry me.
I know. Well, we all need sponsors. The 6, Gold Stones, Casper Fauget getting the substitute call. Of course, Yannick Gingras in that car on the way up. Boy, there's nothing worse than when you battle your way through a Sire Stakes season, you manage to make it to the final, and then you get post 8. That's the worst.
Tough spot. She was a big long shot there, as she should have been from a tough post. But I agree. You just want to try and get a piece of it, as they say. And that was just not the case. She just missed, in fact, missed the last check there. But she has been a fringe player on that Pennsylvania Sire Stakes circuit. As you and I both know, Dave, that is a tough circuit. You get a barn change here today as well. Per Engblom, the new trader, he's already had a good day with a couple of wins so far on the card.
Absolutely. Long shots, maybe number 2, Spit and Vinegar. Charlie Norris going to sit in the sulky seat for Bob Stewart.
Yeah, she just tracked evenly, I think, in terms of super high 5 action. You may get her on the ticket at a big number. You'd have to think she's just going to get away and save some ground and hopefully hang in for a shot late, a good price.
She was bred by Steve Stewart of Hunterton Farms, and we give them a big congratulations for selling and breeding that Mohawk Million winner, Venerate. The dam here, Diana Hall, I know you remember her, Gabe. She was a very flighty kind of a performer, but a very fast one at times.
Yes, she certainly was. The daughter of Like a Prayer, Diana Hall. So I was a big fan of hers back in the day. And Southwind Frank filly here. Steve opts to keep her, and his brother Bob trains. So just 3 lifetime starts. She already has 1 win under her belt.
One more to talk about. It's Team Orange Crush, the Donato Hanover filly named Gotta Believe, number 8 here. And tell me if I'm wrong. I forgot to look this up. The dam here, Met's Life, did Andy and Julie train him too? Her?
Not certain on that.
Yeah, okay.
Not certain. I know Metz Hall, obviously, but I'm not sure about Met's Life. Gotta Believe, 6-figure yearling purchase. How about the price there to begin her career day from post 8? Nearly 40-1. Got it done. Followed it up with the break in stride. So we'll just excuse that. Who knows? It could be anything here. Just her 3rd career start.
Yes.
As we get set for the finale.
Yes, we did not get the memo on that one, but when you get post-8 at Pocono, it's very hard to win from there. I see the Dream Foundation starting gate has moved into position, so it's time for me to shut up. Hey, everybody, we're back in action tomorrow, 1 o'clock, a 15-race card.
$5,700 carryover as well, Dave, in that pick 5 tomorrow, $20,000 guaranteed pool. That begins on race 2. We'll have a $10,000 guarantee in our early pick 4, race 7. We've had on a late pick 4 as well. It is going to be a huge Sunday here in Lexington. So make plans to join us back here tomorrow afternoon. Post time for the 13th. Starter call. Two-year-old trotting fillies lined up at the Shake It Carry, sponsored by Harris, Hoosier Park Racing and Casino. Super High 5. They're on game. Caracas B self-destructed, is off stride at the beginning. Gold Stones fired up from the center of the track. Spring Dreams also on the move as they trot into that opening turn. And Spring Dreams asserts her authority there. She'll roll out to the lead. Gold Stones continues caught wide there in the 2nd spot. Impressive Hill was out well trotting in 3rd. Gotta Believe is next in line of 4th. She's 2 lengths clear of Spit and Vinegar. Shape of Beauty tracks from a 6th in front of the Sun Rises again. 3 lengths further back to Accretum and far back after the miscue to Caracas B. The quarter quick here, 27-4 as the 2-year-old fillies trot across the backstretch. It's Spring Dreams looking for her first career win. She is on the point now. Modern's underway though with Impressive Hill. So Impressive Hill looking to move past Spring Dreams. The favorites battled on the backstretch. Gold Stones hangs in from a 3rd, just 2.5 lengths off the top. Gotta Believe trots in 4th. She's 2 lengths clear of Spit and Vinegar, who continues to save ground 5th. Shape of Beauty remains 6th in front of the Sun Rises again. Creedom is still in the 8th spot, far back to Caracas B. They're past a half here at a quick 55-3, so a stiff tempo as Impressive Hill was up to a take of the lead. And she continues to show the way midway around the far turn. Spring Dreams right there. She's well spotted 2nd for Zeron. Gold Stones still a threatening 3rd. She begins to take a look to the outside. Gotta Believe will fat out 3 wide off 3/4. 124-1. Impressive Hill maintaining a 3-length lead at the top of the stretch. Gotta Believe takes dead aim though down the center, and it's Gotta Believe who's sprinting up to Impressive Hill as they reach a deep stretch now. Impressive Hill maintains that short lead. Gotta Believe inching in, but it's still a short lead for Impressive Hill. Gotta Believe one last lunge. Gotta Believe for Impressive Hill. Gotta Believe up to win it. It appeared in the final stride from Impressive Hill. Goldstone was far back 3rd. That was Spring Dreams 4th. Tight for 5th, either Spit and Vinegar or Shape of Beauty. 153-1. Judges have posted the 8, Gotta Believe, up in the last step to win it here at 7-1 over the favorite Impressive Hill. 3rd of the 6 Goldstones, 4 Spring Dreams, 4th, number 2 Spit and Vinegar in that photo for 5th. 8-1-6-4-2 and officially in the 13th. Turning trackside for the Diamond Creek Farm Winners presentation. This is Gotta Believe, who takes the 13th in final. Julie Miller, the trader. Andy Miller aboard the winning effort. Gotta Believe, owned by the Andy Miller stable of New Jersey. Thompson Sisters Racing, Pennsylvania. Eric and Lisa Cherry's Leaded Ride Stables, Boca Raton. Gotta Believe, 2-year-old daughter of Donato Hanover from the Cadabra Bear Mets Life, bred by the Winback Farm, Maryland. 2 for 3 to begin her career. 153-1 sharp score for Gotta Believe. Joe McLeod trackside once more from the Sugar Valley Farms to make the trophy presentation. Gotta Believe 7-1 upsetter to close out the day. 8-1-6-4-2 still unofficial. Thirteenth and final race results are official. 8 Gotta Believe returns $16, $380 and $640. Second to the 1 Impressive Hill, $320, $320. Third of the 6 Goldstones, $4. Exacta $67.80. $1 trifecta, $163.30. Late double, $1,231 and change. Late pick 3 worth $2,109.80 for a buck. 20-cent I-5 in the finale, $368.08. Official rundowns for the 13th in final. Impressive Hill second. Number 2 Spit and Vinegar fifth. 3 Caracas B ninth. 4 Spring Dreams fourth. 5 Shape of Beauty sixth. 6 Goldstones third. 7 Vanguard scratched. 8 Gotta Believe the race winner. Number 9 Creedom seventh. 10 The Sun Rises again eighth. Rechecking top down 259, 463. Scratch 17 and 8. Gotta Believe 153 and 1. Fans, that's going to wrap up live racing action on day 2 of the Grand Circuit meet here in Lexington. Live racing resumes here tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. 15 races. Pick 5 carryover tomorrow, $5,700 and change, a $20,000 guaranteed pool. That begins on race number 2. For Dave Brower, I'm Gabe Pruitt. On behalf of all of us here at the Red Mile, thanks so much for joining us as part of your Saturday afternoon. Enjoy the remainder of your evening. We'll see you right back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Here is Hoosier Park Racing and Casino Super High 5. They're on game. Caracas B self-destructed is off stride at the beginning. Goldstones fired up from the center of the track. Spring Dreams also on the move as they trot into that opening turn. And Spring Dreams asserts her authority there. She'll roll out to the lead. Goldstones continues caught wide there in the second spot. Impressive Hill was out well trotting in third. Gotta Believe is next in line of fourth. She's 2 lengths clear of Spit and Vinegar. Shape of Beauty tracks from a sixth in front of The Sun Rises again. 3 lengths further back to Accretum and far back after the miscue to Caracas B. The quarter quick here, 27-4 as the 2-year-old fillies trot across the backstretch. It's Spring Dreams looking for her first career win. She is on the point now. Modern's underway though with Impressive Hill. So Impressive Hill looking to move past Spring Dreams. The favorites battle on the backstretch. Goldstones hangs in from a third, just 2.5 lengths off the top. Gotta Believe trots in fourth. She's 2 lengths clear of Spit and Vinegar, who continues to save ground fifth. Shape of Beauty remains sixth in front of The Sun Rises again. Creedom is still in the 8th spot, far back to Caracas B. They're past a half here at a quick 55-3, so a stiff tempo as Impressive Hill was up to a take of the lead, and she continues to show the way midway around the far turn. Spring Dreams right there. She's well spotted second for Zeron. Goldstones Still a threatening third. She begins to take a look to the outside. Gotta Believe will fat out 3 wide off 3/4. 124-1. Impressive Hill maintaining a 3-length lead at the top of the stretch. Gotta Believe takes dead aim though down the center, and it's Gotta Believe who's sprinting up to Impressive Hill as they reach a deep stretch now. Impressive Hill maintains that short lead. Gotta Believe inching in, but it's still a short lead for Impressive Hill. Gotta Believe one last lunge. Gotta Believe for Impressive Hill. Gotta Believe.